Let's see what we get. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, October 9th, 2018. This is episode 256 of The Ted Show, a realtor showcase with my friends. We'll start to my left, Kim Johnson, and this is Stephaney DaCosta. And they're with CRG, and they're going to give you the full name, and we're going to talk about the launch, and we're going to talk about so many cool things. But let us know you can hear us and see us. I don't know if you guys know the story about that, but I did a show once, and people watched and did thumbs up, and then nobody could hear the entire show.
Wow.
So I had to bring that lovely attorney back on. Hey, Nick and Maggie, give us a thumbs up. Jennifer, I owe you a public apology for last night. I'm feeling so much better. I was supposed to teach a class. Eileen gave us the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Nick and Maggie? All right, so
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, guys. So welcome to the show. See, you're getting hearts already. You guys feel better? Oh my God, once again, we got nervous people here, and they're such naturals. I don't know why. Hey, Susie Parker. All right, so give us a little background on the two of you.
Okay.
We've got a big event that this is your event coming up on Thursday, October 11th at the Citrus Club. But obviously, they want to know a little bit about Kim and Stephanie. So since you're to my left, Kim, you could, Train's in the house. Hey, what's up, Train? We'll start with Stephaney. So Stephaney, we'll go with you first.
Sure.
And give us a little background on you.
Okay, so I'm Stephaney. On Facebook, I'm known as Stephy Dee. I relocated to Central Florida in 2007. Prior to that, I've done some consulting work in the finance industry, and I've grown an interest in real estate. I've been practicing now recently for the last couple of months, and my target area is more so within investments. So I'm married.
Married, that's right.
2 boys.
You have 2 babies.
2 boys. My oldest is 8, and that's how Kim and I are connected because they play sports together.
That's awesome.
So we went from basketball moms to full-on real estate entrepreneurs.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to back up a little bit. And by the way, Train, I'm drinking Kim Crawford too, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
So where are you from? Where are you from
Miami.
originally? Oh, so you are a
Born and
Florida girl.
raised, yes,
Okay,
in
that's
Miami.
great. And why real estate? How did you get into this crazy world of real estate?
Well, it's always
Crazy
been a
great
passion of mine. I'll tell you a funny story is that when I first bought my home, I did not use a realtor.
You didn't use a realtor?
I did not use a realtor. I have individuals in my family who were real estate agents, and they kind of helped walk me through the process. And at the time, I was working for an investment realtor, and so I had that to my advantage. So I seeked out a for sale by owner because I didn't want to pay the commission. Listen, I know you can't.
Wow,
say
that is such blasphemy right now. I can't
I mean,
believe it.
I was a consumer, so you have to think about the money that you're trying to save. But
Right.
honestly, if I didn't have the experts guiding me, I probably would have done that. But I started real estate because I wanted to go on a journey and a path of something that would create a financial freedom for my family and I,
Sure.
and leave a legacy for our children.
I love that.
And so that's
That's a
I've
beautiful
tried
story.
a couple of things, being an entrepreneur, and real estate was always something that I've been interested in. I wasn't able to find like an actual mentor who would be able to be open and train me on the ins and out of the industry, and CRG provides that. They have continuing training, they're very motivational, and they're very transparent as far as the ups and the downs in the market, and they provide a lot of knowledge.
Transparency is so
It is.
important in
It
any
is.
business, but it's certainly important when you're talking about, we love you, Brenda. Hey, Wyatt, when you're
Yeah.
talking about real estate, because
Yes,
that's
yes.
like the biggest transaction
Yeah.
most people will make in their lifetime, even if it's an investment property. It's
This
still a
is true.
giant decision.
Yes.
All right, so tell us a little bit about you, Kim. We have to look you up if they go. I scratch it out, but it's Kim Dupper.
Duper.
Duper. It's got 2 P's. I didn't know. I
A
tried.
common misconception. So, my nickname was Super Duper.
Super. Of
With
course
2 P's,
it was.
though, of
That's
course.
awesome.
I played sports my whole life, so I was always super duper.
Super
But-
duper. What a great. That's
Yes.
awesome.
But my sisters used to pick on us, and we used to super duper pooper.
See, I like when we share the good stuff.
Yeah,
Better than
so
that.
I am originally from St. Pete, also a Florida girl, and I, upon graduating from high school over in Pinellas County, I went to Florida State University, whoop whoop, and graduated with a degree in finance, and that is where I connected with my husband now, and we moved to Orlando in 2008, so we've been here about 10 years, and we have 2 beautiful children as well, and like she said, our boys play basketball together, so that's awesome, yeah.
So you worked in close to retail.
Yes.
I mean, you were in retail, but on the, you did a lot of really cool stuff with, I don't know if you're allowed, I mean, you're allowed on my show because it doesn't matter, but I know where you work, but you work for a large retail chain.
Yes.
I did. So I worked there for about 10 years and had a very successful career, learned a ton. I'm super thankful for all the experiences that I had there. And I used that experience and knowledge to really fill my toolbox, quote unquote.
Sure.
And I made a huge career change, a huge jump, and I quit last November.
What was that like? Because that's a big jump, right,
Yeah.
for you guys to make, because you're kind of going into the unknown.
Everything
From
was
the
unknown.
very structured, especially
Yes.
you had structured, very
Yes.
structured.
Very structured, and it was a very spiritual journey. It was a huge point in my life where I really had to get to know myself, really who I wanted to be, what I wanted to stand for, what I wanted to do. And so that's really the biggest thing. I felt unfulfilled,
Sure.
kind of working for someone else in their dream and their vision, and I wanted to take a step out on my own, and that was still to this day the scariest decision I've ever made. So super thankful, been just honored to have so many people believe in the dream and the vision that I have. And so, yeah.
You have a lot of people, so we talk about on the show a lot how people need to make the leap. Like, okay, make the leap. I know it's scary. So what was the final straw? Did you stress over it for months on end, or did you just go, you know what, it's time? Your spouses were very supportive, and it was like, okay, I've got to do this.
Oh, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
so we're talking about transparency, right?
Yes.
Okay, so me being an entrepreneur, I've had different businesses. So when having those businesses, they weren't all successful. However, that's where you learn your lessons. And then after owning those businesses, I took a step back and I started to work corporate accounting. I did that for 2.5 years with the mind frame of, okay, the next business venture that I, do, here's my plan. This is what I'm going to do, and this is, it's going to succeed.
Right.
In doing so, I got complacent because of the structure.
Sure.
You're getting, weekly
paycheck.
paycheck, you're getting bonuses.
Yeah, you depend on that
You
paycheck.
depend on
it's
it,
really nice
and
to see that
You lose
paycheck.
the hustle.
You lose the hustle,
You
and I
do.
got a reality check. Last year, Hurricane Irma hit Florida. Of course, we were all affected by it in some way or some form. I was pregnant at the time and went into early labor. So my
Wow.
son was born literally the day before Irma came, and so I'm not going to name the company I work with, but I took a 4-month unpaid leave. So that was a real eye-opener for me, that I needed to take back control over my life, my finances.
I love it.
And so that was when I said, okay, I'm going to take the big leap. I'm interested in real estate. I'm not going to do part-time. I'm going to be all in.
I love that.
And so Kim jumping ship in November and us talking and sharing similar stories, taking the same spiritual journey, I fully took the leap based off of that because I believed in myself. And I have a quote that I live by, and it's, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Amen.
And I really, really believe that and live that every day.
I love it.
So
And I love that. And you've got that base.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, and that's one thing people ask me later, well, you guys were just born with that spirit. Listen, I'm telling you, it is a difficult thing to make the leap. It's not easy for
you talk yourself
anybody.
in and out of it.
You do. You're constantly going back and forth. You're devil's advocate to yourself. And then you also have to be careful of who you surround yourself with, because there's so many naysayers around you that just want you to do the thing that's easy because they don't want to get out.
The norm
Yes.
and it's safe.
And safe.
Everybody loves
Yeah.
safety, but the problem with safety is, look, I'm not telling anybody to leave your big job. We've talked about this on the show too.
We're not hiring.
We're not, yes, we're not,
disclaimer.
but we want you to take that leap because at some point in life, you're going to go look back and go, oh my gosh, I never took the leap. What was the risk?
Yeah.
All right,
A
and how about
lot.
you, Kim?
Well, kind of going off that same thought, well, first of all, I am so thankful to have a strong partner beside me. My husband is my biggest cheerleader, my strength, my backbone. And so if it wasn't for him and him really encouraging me to have even just the confidence to step out, I would still be where I was before. And so.
And I think that a lot of people they'll look and they'll go, okay, they've got the cool matching the shirts on now. But you understand, it's such a journey to get there. And even if it's just you or with them, it's a family of 4, each of them. You have to, train jumps off cliffs, trust me. But you have to still make this decision about, well, I'm going to stay complacent, like you said, or am I really going to take the chance? So, all right, so you chose CRG. Now give them the entire verbiage on that because I did not tag that properly.
Do your homework.
CRG Home Team is a team that works for Future Home Realty. That is our broker, Bob McDougald. He is awesome, and so he is in 3 metro markets. So the Tampa and Gulf Beach is over in Pinellas County, which is his largest market. I think there's like 1,200 agents over there, so really strong presence in Jacksonville, and then also in Orlando. And so we have the privilege of working here in Orlando in the office out of Dr. Phillips.
That's awesome. All right, and then why did you decide they're doing a giant launch, right? So think about it. You make the move, you make the leap, and now you're with a company, you love the company, but then a lot of people just begin to, organically, 1 or 2 people, they'll start to ask their friends, their family. You all are doing a giant launch party. So talk about the theme of that and give us some details about how that came into play.
I'll let Kim sum it up, but my philosophy is you go big or go home.
Yes.
And that's something to live by, especially when you're an entrepreneur. There's no gray area. It's either you're in or you're out. So, but I'll let you elaborate on that.
Yeah, so, well, what's really cool is that we have joined forces with an individual, Michelle Chandler, who has been in the industry for over 19 years. She started in 1999 in real estate, in all forms of real estate, been through the ups, the downs, the investment side, buyers, sellers, every aspect that you can imagine. So, we've strengthened the team over in Tampa, in Pinellas County, and now we're launching our first expansion team over in Orlando. And so for that, I think is huge to celebrate the fact that we have, a really great group of people.
Amen to that.
Yeah, together. And so really like-minded people, passionate, driven, positive, and really big on achieving what we're trying to do. So. Each one of us has something different that it drives us, right? Our why.
It's our why. It's our why.
And we hold each other accountable, very transparent, but we really don't see limits. And I think that's the big thing. And so for us, planning the launch party is we want to make a presence in Orlando and be the preferred real estate team.
And I love the fact, and by a launch, we're not talking about a teeny tiny little event. Tell them where it's at, when it's at, and give them some background because I know it's here at the Citrus Club, but it's not just in the wine room, nothing against the wine room. You all went all out. Like you said, go big or go home.
Yeah, so our vision was to have at least 150 people, local business owners, leaders, and outside of the real estate market because I think it's important to build a great network of individuals that specialize in a variety of things that our life is surrounded by, right? Real estate is not just real estate. Like owning a home, you have a whole bunch of other things that go with that, or children, or mental health, or so there's a lot of things that we just want to build a really strong network of people that want to make a difference, that want to do great work, and that want to keep the consumer ourselves at one, in mind.
Well, why a party? You could have done, that's my word. Maybe it is launch party, I think, because you've got launch. But why a party? Because I think a lot of people, when you think of a real estate, any kind of real estate group, you kind of get that kind of bored, nothing against the real estate events I've been to, or you think it's all down, you're shoving something down their throat. But the way that you guys have presented it, if you could see, well, if you go to their pages, it's on both of their Facebook pages, which I tagged you both. It's just, it looks exciting. It looks like a giant launch, like a launch of a brand new company, and it's not so real estate centric.
Right.
And us being from without the industry, I think we bring that really new and fresh perspective.
And we didn't want the traditional networking or real estate event per se, because we're connected with so many other individuals outside of the industry.
Sure. Well, go ahead. No, I want you to finish.
Okay. Outside of the industry, and so it's important to have a lot of resources there. It won't be the traditional event where you're meeting people and you're just handing business cards out, or you're leaving them on a table that no one takes them. You're actually making an organic connection with someone, and if you like what they're saying and you can possibly use their services, then you exchange contact information.
Because you're creating this awesome environment that is
They are.
See, boy, they adapted real quick from being nervous before the camera went on, which I love. But you're creating this environment that is not so, it's real estate, because everybody knows, but you're actually creating this positive environment where people can do business with each other. How is that helpful? This is my opinion. You're creating an environment where people will remember that they made a connection at a launch party for CRG. It doesn't necessarily mean they're in the market at this moment for a house or an investment property, but they're never going to forget the experience they had at the launch party. So what do you want them to take away from the party on Thursday? And I want you to give details if there's still tickets available. I mean, we want to
definitely register. The Citrus Club, maxes us out. So if we have too many people, we will have to turn people away, and we don't want that. So make sure that you register at crg-events.com, and you can purchase your tickets for free. But at least we know who is registered, and we know exactly how many people are there to attend. So.
And what if somebody's saying, well, I'm not in the market yet, or I'm a realtor and I love my company. There's no limitations.
There's so many different people that are going to be in the room.
And acknowledgement to our sponsors.
Yes, we
without
have
our sponsors.
And you're welcome to acknowledge them if you want.
This will not be possible, so we have a range.
You have a lot of sponsors, right?
Yes,
because you all did it like an event. It wasn't done like a real estate group networking thing. It was done like a real event, like a real networking event.
Yes. And so there's going to be, each sponsor is going to provide, and even we just have people coming to us wanting to give away door prizes. So we probably have at least like 12 door prizes to give away.
So get here early.
Yes. We have a complimentary champagne toast at 6:30 to really kick us off, and you'll kind of learn. You've already learned a lot about the CRG Home Team, Future Home Realty, but you'll learn, you'll meet the team. So we're only 2 people of, I think 9 of us will be here. So you'll get to see and meet the team from Tampa and over in Orlando. And it's really just like, there are so many talented people that are going to be in the room. You don't know who you're going to meet or bump into or talk to. And so the whole goal is to really just get to know one another, build the organic relationship, and see what each other's passion is, what they like to do, and see if there's some sort of connection that's made. For people that are actual real estate agents, because a lot of people ask me, like, why are you inviting other agents? And
it's open to everyone.
It's open to everyone, and I think well, first of all, we have to work with one another when we're out in the field anyway.
The collaboration. Realtors who ask that make me crazy. Why are you not collaborating more often?
And so I think we can all learn from each other, because ultimately we are here to service the consumer. And so we can all learn from each other. We can the more that we can work together, the better it is for the consumer and the transaction that we're trying to do. And the people that you'll be in contact with, other partners that you can utilize within your company as well, even as an agent.
Because you never know. I'm super involved in a lot of the real estate organizations in town. People are like, why do you do that? Or why do other realtors do that? You never know who's going to have the buyer for your listing. You never know who's going to have that referral partner in a different part of town or whatever it is that you do.
Right.
So why not build a relationship and make the community a better place?
Yes.
And which all that does is help the real estate community. Hello, it's good for your bottom line. I'm always amazed when people, I don't want to be involved at all with Women's Council of Realtors or I just pay my dues.
Yeah.
I think that you're just missing the point, people. So that's just for the real estate community, but this is so much more. So what time on Thursday? What are the details?
Thursday at 5:30.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Doors open 6 p.m.
Doors open at 6
I
p.m.
tell people 5:30 so they can get there.
Oh, no, that's what I told you. Be here at 4 so we can start at 4:30.
Yes.
Doors
yes.
open at 6, and it's from 6 to 9. So for those who want to come on the later, end, we'll be here until 9. We'll have all of our vendors. They will have a table where you can learn more about their services and products. And like I said, it's a variety. I'm not going to start naming some if I can't name all.
I got you. I wouldn't either.
But we are thankful to you guys because without you, we wouldn't have been able to have this event.
And we'll
thank
tag
you for
them all.
believing,
Yes, we'll tag
believing
them.
in us, in our dream. And like I said, going into something as far as, your own business and your own journey and having those individuals support you means a lot.
It's huge.
It's huge.
I know. Listen, and I love, look, the fact that you all not only took the leap into the business, but
Yes.
took the leap to do the launch.
Yeah.
That means you just want to make a splash in
Yes.
Orlando and in this market, and in a positive way.
Yes, in a positive
You
way.
framed it in a way, I think, my personal opinion, professional opinion. Do I get to have a professional
can be
opinion?
professional.
My professional opinion is you framed it in a way that makes it open to everybody, and the more open you are, the more good that comes in. We talk about it on the show a lot, so
Yes.
I think it's awesome what you're doing. All right, so we're going to share all of CRG's, all of the information about the launch party on Thursday. All of Kim's information, all of Stephaneys' information, how you can reach out to them, how you can get involved, how you can come to the party, but you have to register. And we're going to put all of that on there when we share the show, and they're going to also share it. So how did it go? We're about to be words of wisdom, so are you still nervous? I mean,
No.
you all just kept talking, so it was perfect. It was awesome.
And I do want to add something that if there's any business owners that would like to contribute additional prizes or a little package about your services, we're open to that as well. We do not have any more sponsorship packages available, but we'll be happy to give something away at the event.
There you go. And you just have to register.
That's all. Just register.
All right, parting words of wisdom. Anything you want to share with them before we head out?
Take the leap.
Take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest, if I could do it all over again, I would do it again. I would do it different, just because, the biggest thing when you actually make a leap or you actually pursue something, you're going to make mistakes. And I think there are some mistakes that I made. Now looking back, there are a lot of lessons I learned, and had I not actually just made the mistake, I would not have learned the lesson. So if you're interested, I could point you to a couple resources that might get you off on a little bit better of a foot than if I were to redo it again. But definitely take the leap. What my husband and I talk about all the time is we never want to live in regret.
Amen.
And so, if it's something that if you're not happy, something has to change. And so that's the biggest thing. If it's a career change, whatever the change needs to be, you really need to do some deep soul searching of yourself, figure out what it is that you need to do, and do it. Otherwise, you're going to be old, unable to do what you want to do, and you're going to live in regrets.
Live in regret. You
Yeah.
can't live in regrets. I love that.
You only have one life. And my end note would be, if you want to connect with us and meet with us in person, we'll be here on Thursday at our lunch event.
That's right. So 6 o'clock, doors
6
open.
p.m.
All right, see, you guys were a joy, right?
Yes.
It goes by so fast. You did a
I
great
know.
job. You spoke from the heart, which they all could tell. You had everybody's attention, lots of hearts going on.
Yes.
And of course, Kim and Stephanie will respond to all of your questions. I didn't get a chance. It was going so fast. But we'll all
We need an
respond.
assistant right here.
I God bless poor Michelle. We love you, Michelle. But you guys were amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thanks
for
for
having
coming on the
us.
show.
Thank you,
Go out and support launch. Register. We'll share all the contact information later. We love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We love you from the TED Show. And Kim and Stephanie with CRG Thursday night. All right? Love you guys.
Yeah.
Mwah.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.